Good morning. I'm Jen Amos at Weiss Research.
I'm Andy Myers, and this is your morning market alert for Tuesday, March 29th. Stocks on Wall Street are set to bounce back after snapping a three-day winning streak yesterday. Investors continue to focus on oil prices, which are dropping back below $103 a barrel today. Libyan rebels captured two key ports, raising hopes that supply from the country would resume sooner than expected. As oil and other commodities decline, the dollar is gaining ground against other major currencies. The dollar is also getting a boost from comments by St. Louis Federal Reserve President James Bullard. He said that the U.S. may have to begin withdrawing its ultra-accommodative monetary policy before a range of global crises are resolved. The central bank's $600 billion program of asset purchases is set to expire at the end of June. But Bullard's comments may focus extra attention on a speech by Fed Chairman Ben Bernanke next week.
Some M&A activity highlights today's corporate news. General Electric is paying $3.2 billion for a 90% stake in Converteam, which makes electrification and automation equipment. GE will purchase the remaining 10% of the company's shares from its senior executives over the next 2 to 5 years. Right now, Converteam is owned by a group of firms including Barclays Private Equity and LBO France. No movement yet in GE shares, but one stock that is moving this morning is Halliburton. It's set to open more than 2% lower after issuing a warning on its first quarter earnings. The oilfield services firm said that turmoil in the Middle East and North Africa will knock 3 or 4 cents a share off its net income. Halliburton also said bad weather in North America and Australia will put a sizable dent in its bottom line.
Another big stock decliner in the pre-market is Apollo Group. The education service provider is tumbling more than 10% after reporting disappointing earnings. But McCormick may open higher after beating Wall Street estimates with its first quarter results. And clothing company Phillips Van Heusen is rising about 4% after its profit nearly doubled. Breen Murray boosted its price target on the owner of the Calvin Klein and Tommy Hilfiger brands following the results.
Finally, we're keeping an eye on Lennar. It's set to open modestly higher after swinging to a quarterly profit versus a loss in the same period last year. Analysts were expecting another loss from the home builder. The results come as investors digest the S&P Case-Shiller Index on January home prices. Then later this morning, we'll get the Conference Board's gauge of consumer confidence. It's expected to drop this month, along with a similar report from Reuters and the University of Michigan. That's the latest from Weiss Research. I'll be back with all of the economic data and market reaction after the opening bell.